on Alamo Sports and Talk 1230 and 101.9 FM.
Good evening and welcome to Alamogordo Tiger Baseball Stadium. We are almost ready for Tiger Baseball tonight as Alamogordo faces off against Valencia. And here we thought it was going to be a better day today than it was yesterday. It looks almost exactly like it did yesterday with lots of dust and wind. And I mean, this could be an exact repeat. But, you know, last night ended up being a pretty good night for baseball. We'll see how today goes, but it was pretty nice until about like an hour and a half ago. And the dust storm, which is making its way all the way from Arizona, found its way here. And so it ended a little bit chillier tonight. The wind, I don't think it's any stronger than it was yesterday, but just from a aesthetic standpoint, it's drab and brown and just or as I put on our Facebook post, another beautiful spring day in New Mexico, because, gosh, this is, I don't know. I don't remember it being, for an entire week, being like this. Like Monday, it was Monday, Thursday, Friday, we had a day like this. I don't remember it being like 3 days in a week, but I'm sure I'm just forgetting. Hey, this is the Otero Federal Credit Union pregame show. I'm Charles Winicky. Thanks for tuning in. Tigers coming into this evening's matchup at 3-0. They take on the Valencia Jaguars, who come in at 2-2. And we'll have another full day of baseball tomorrow. We've already had a couple of games today. We'll let you know some of those scores a little bit later on in the pregame. Valencia is going through its infield drills at the moment, and Tigers already went through theirs, so we should be ready to get started. Tigers coming off a 12-2 5-inning victory over Artesia yesterday and continue their strong start of the season. First time they've been 3-0 to begin a season since the COVID year, 2020. Of course, those were the only 3 games the Tigers played in that regular season, so technically they went undefeated that year. But I hesitate to make any light of that season because you just feel for the kiddos that didn't get to play their season, especially the seniors that year. That was a rough thing to see. So this Valencia team wins over Lovington yesterday and Poake Valley early in the season. They also have they lost to Aztec and Belen 11-1. In each of those games. So we'll see what happens today. Valencia, I believe, plays Ruidoso tomorrow. The Tigers will get Nimi coming up tomorrow. So we'll see how all that goes. All right, looks like we're about ready to announce starting lineups and all that good stuff. So we're going to take a break, and we'll be back with more here from Tiger Stadium. Alamogordo and Valencia coming up. This is the Otero Federal Credit Union pregame show on Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230, 101.
It's daylight savings time. Spring forward and save with OFCU. For a limited time, Friday, March 7th through Tuesday, March 11th. Vehicle purchases and non-OFCU refinance vehicles as low as 4.99% APR with no payments for 90 days. Apply online, oterofcu.org. Limited time offer, purchases and non-OFCU refinances. All loans subject to credit approval. Other restrictions may apply. Not all will qualify. Federally insured by NCUA.
Our success is our success. We belong to you.
Ryan Richardson Motor Company wishes the Tigers an amazing winning season. May your efforts match your dreams. Buy, sell, or trade late model cars, trucks, and SUVs. Financing available. Stop by for a test drive and score an amazing deal with Ryan Richardson Motor Company. 318 South White Sands Boulevard or online at ryanrichardson.company. That's ryanrichardson.company.
Card Suite Lite is a convenient and safe way to manage your cards with your mobile app. Busy lifestyle? No problem. You're in control, making it easy to set alerts and manage your banking on the go. This is Susie with First National Bank. Enroll today.
Member FDIC.
Remember, if something seems too good to be true, it often is. This is AJ from First National Bank. Trust your instincts and stay vigilant to online fraud. Protect yourself from becoming a victim. Think before you act. If you have any concerns, contact your bank for further assistance.
First National Bank. Member FDIC.
The Winter Circle has been outfitting champions for over 50 years in Otero County. Established in 1970 by our Gigi and Big John.
Let's show our school spirit. Whether you're a Tiger, Wildcat, Bear, or Chief, we can make t-shirts, sweatshirts, polos, and hats. And we do custom embroidery too. The Winter Circle does it all. Custom orders available for businesses, squadrons, and organizations like hats, polos, name tags, also trophies and awards.
Winter Circle.
1201 10th Street. Go Tiger! See you at the game!
Looking to transform your home's exterior? Meet Rudy Ochoa. With years of experience in stucco, Rudy and his crew deliver quality craftsmanship and stunning flawless finishes. 575-442-6745.
I didn't ask to be thrown in the streets, but I did ask for help, and Covenant House was there for me.
For these kids who didn't ask to be put in this unthinkable situation, Covenant House is there. To learn more, go to safeplacetosleep.org today.
Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230-1019. The meeting at home plate has wrapped up with the two managers, or two head coaches, talking things over. And we are just about ready to get our starting lineups announced. And we'll go ahead and get you the starting lineup for Valencia. Bryce Henry is the shortstop, and he will bat first. This is for Valencia. Ansel Rosell is the center fielder, and he wears number 11, batting second. Batting third for Valencia is Zaylen Zamora. He is wearing number 7 and is the catcher. The pitcher is Brady Heffler, as he is the he's wearing number 8. Number 3, Xavier Martinez, the right fielder. Number 16, Caleb Hiron, is the third baseman and is hitting 6th. Batting 7th is Yovan Suarez, the left fielder. Caden, hold on. the lineup card, Caden Eastman. That's what I was looking for there. Caden Eastman. Looks like Gossman on the lineup card. He's the DH. He's hitting 8th, and I believe it's Lucas Apodaca that he's hitting 4. Or I checked that. I think it's Isaiah Luna he's hitting 4. Luna is starting at second base, and Lucas Apodaca is number 4, and he is starting at first base and hitting 9th. And the Tigers, meanwhile, and we'll have Cade Kiss leading things off and playing center field. Billy Copeland is the second baseman and hitting second. Third is Brandon Williams, and he's playing third. Hitting in the cleanup spot is Preston Eldred. He'll be playing first base today. DHing is Kellen Wall, and he's hitting 5th. Hitting 6th is Aiden McGinnis. He is in right field. The pitcher is Eric Vasquez, and he's hitting 7th. Hitting 8th is Aiden Tupper. He's the shortstop. The left fielder is Ryan Macklin. He's hitting 9th. And Gabriel De Leon Atkinson is going to be the catcher today for the Tigers. Valencia has teal tops with red numerals and a New Mexican flag up above the number with white pants and then red socks for them. Some of them have the high socks, some of them don't. White pants with the red socks and red belts. For the Alamogordo Tigers today, they are going to be dressed in their gold tops with black numerals and white outlining. Black socks and white pants for the Tigers this evening. So we'll go ahead and take our second break, and we'll return. We'll have first pitch for y'all here on Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230, 1019. You're listening to the Otero Federal Credit Union pregame show on Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230, 101.
It's daylight savings time. Spring forward and save with OFCU. For a limited time, Friday, March 7th through Tuesday, March 11th. Vehicle purchases and non-OFCU refinance vehicles as low as 4.99% APR with no payment payments for 90 days. Apply online, oterofcu.org. Limited time offer, purchases and non-OCU refinances. All loans subject to credit approval. Other restrictions may apply. Not all will qualify. Federally insured by NCUA.
Our success is our success. We belong to you.
Ryan Richardson Motor Company wishes the Tigers an amazing winning season. May your efforts match your dreams. Buy, sell, or trade late model cars, trucks, and SUVs. Financing available. Stop by for a test drive and score an amazing deal with Ryan Richardson Motor Company. 318 South White Sands Boulevard or online at ryanrichardson.company. That's ryanrichardson.company.
Here are a few tips on how to stay vigilant and protect yourself from fraud. This is Deborah Romero, President and CEO of First National Bank. Monitor your accounts. Use strong passwords. Be skeptical of unsolicited emails and messages. Don't deposit checks received in the mail from unknown sources. Use anti-malware software and educate yourself. Stay informed about common fraud schemes and tactics used by scammers. If you suspect fraudulent activity, report it to your financial institution and the appropriate authorities immediately. Stay alert, stay safe.
Member FDIC.
The Winter Circle has been outfitting champions for over 50 years in Otero County. Established in 1970 by our Gigi and Big John.
Let's show our school spirit. Whether you're a Tiger, Wildcat, Bear, or Chief, we can make t-shirts, sweatshirts, polos, and hats. And we do custom embroidery too. The Winter Circle does it all. Custom orders available for businesses, squadrons, and organizations like hats, polos, name tags, also trophies and awards.
Winter Circle.
1201 10th Street. Go Tiger! See you at the game!
Transform your home with Ochoa Stucco. Whether it's a fresh look or a durable finish, their expert team delivers quality and style. Say goodbye to bland exteriors and hello to stunning curb appeal. Ochoa Stucco, always a flawless finish. 442-6745.
We are the Veterans Health Administration, and our hands provide life-changing care to over 9 million veterans across more than 1,200 facilities nationwide. Join hands with us to make an impact in your community. Learn more at vacareers.va.gov.
Alamos Wilmington Talk, 1230-1019. Listening to Tiger Baseball. The Alamogordo Tigers hosting the Valencia Jaguars. Final game of the day here at the Alamogordo Round Robin Tournament number 1. That is the official name of the tournament because we'll be doing another Round Robin Tournament next week. The Tigers will play Thursday, Friday, and Saturday at home next week as well. So excited to see how the Tigers do there. Oh, I see Valencia has stats up on their max preps. It looks like Alamogordo does 2. I guess the question is it all 3 games, or it is? Man, I love it early in the season when, when teams are putting their stats in. That's good. I love that. Let's see if maybe I'm getting myself too excited on Valencia. I'll have to wait and see until I get in here and look it over. If they've been, no, I guess not. That was that got me excited. Never mind. Well, it looks like they have some stats in here. Okay, there we go. For some reason it wasn't popping up. Okay, yeah, they do have all their stats, so that's a nice thing to see. All right, Eric Vasquez pitching for the Tigers, and again, a little bit of a different look for Alamogordo behind home plate with Gabriel De Leon Atkinson. It's been Ethan Phillips through the first 3 games of the season, and now giving a new man a try behind home plate. Vasquez into his motion, and we're underway as the first pitch misses high to Bryce Henry. Henry hitting .231 on the season as an RBI and 1 extra base hit. He's had a double this year. And going to miss on the 1-0, and it's 2-0. We'll run through the Tiger defensive setup again, just in case you are just tuning in. In there for a strike, and it's 2-1. Tigers battery is Vasquez and De Leon Atkinson. Eldred over at first base. Second baseman is Copeland. Williams at third. And this one is hit to the right side of the infield. Diving attempt by Copeland. Can't get there. And a base hit to lead off the game for Valencia. As Bryce Henry gets on base. And now Ansel Rosell. Rosell hitting .400 this season. 1 RBI. 11 plate appearances, 10 at-bats, and 4 hits through 4 games. As that pitch is a little bit high, and the count is 1-0. Tiger shortstop is Tupper, left field is Macklin, center field is Kiss, and right field is McGinnis. Vasquez, the righty, working out of the stretch. Pickoff throw to first. Runner will get back in time. Eldred does apply the tag. Like these gold Tiger uniforms. A lot of the teams wear or get to wear gold. As here's the pitch. And runner goes. Going to be there in plenty of time before the throw. Called strike at the plate. It's going to be 1-1. And it says Alamo on the front of the Alamogordo jerseys. But now runner on second here for Valencia. And a runner in scoring position in the early going of this game. The pitch from Vasquez. Misses a little bit high. And Rosell holds up on the check swing. 2-1. Vasquez with the check back to second. Another look, and here's a pickoff throw. Runner gets back. No tag applied there by Tupper. Vasquez from the belt. And this is hit hard, but hit foul up the first base side, and it'll be 2-2 as it goes out of play. So it's Rosell in the number 2 spot, and then Zamora is in the on-deck circle. Heffler, Martinez, and Giron down the number 6 spot. Here comes another spin back towards second. No throw. Suarez, Eastman, and Apodaca round out the lineup for the Jags. And this is hit in the air to shallow left field, and Tupper, the shortstop, is going to go after that. Yeah, anything that hit in the air is probably going to be a little shallow, and it's going to be pushing towards the third base line. So if you hit it in the air to right field, it's going to end up being short, probably center field as well. Left field, it might carry a little bit, but it's definitely going to be pushed because that wind is coming in from the southwest, which is straight in from right field, right center field, from the direction that we're facing here at Tiger Stadium. So there's one down, and here is Zaylen Zamora. And that's a fastball in there for a called strike, and it's 0-1. I think first time in this game that Vasquez has jumped ahead in the count. Runner on second and one down. Top of one as we're just getting started. And a swing and a miss went off speed with that in the dirt, and Zamora chased, and it's 0-2. Coming set, and here comes the pitch. And the miss a little high on the fastball. And DeLeon Atkinson, for lost control of the ball, started to dribble away from him and had to scramble and make sure that Henry wasn't going to advance to third. Here comes the 1-2. Swing and a miss and struck him out. Runner trying to go for third. He is going to get there. That was a gutsy move there. As could have easily been a strike him out, throw him out, but they do keep that runner on. But a pop out and a ground out. And Vasquez can focus on the man at the plate, Brady Heffler at the plate. And in there for a strike, and the count is 0-1. Short pitch there from Vasquez. He went quick and tried to catch Heffler off balance, but pitch missed inside. And here comes the 1-1. And this is going to kick away from the catcher, not that far though. And they're going to say that he's safe as he slid under the tag as the runner went. And I think it's going to bring Coach Winrow out from the dugout. And having a conversation. Well, he brought him a baseball, so maybe it wasn't the conversation on that. So the wild pitch, the stolen base really hurts. And then the wild pitch. And this has kind of been the way the Tigers have started games, I'd say unfortunately for them. Similar against Artesia yesterday. Swing and a miss. It's in the dirt, but DeLeon Atkinson will toss it on to first. So a couple of strikeouts, and I'm sure frustrating for Vasquez, but the Tigers find themselves down 1-0 on the Richardson Motor scoreboard after a half inning complete. We go to the bottom of the first. After a break, you're listening to Tiger Baseball on Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230, 1019.
It's daylight savings time. Spring forward and save with OFCU. For a limited time, Friday, March 7th through Tuesday, March 11th. Vehicle purchases and non-OFCU refinance vehicles as low as 4.99% APR with no payments for 90 days. Apply online, oterofcu.org. Limited time offer, purchases and non-OFCU refinances. All loans subject to credit approval. Other restrictions may apply. Not all will qualify. Federally insured by NCUA.
Our success is our success. We belong to you.
Ryan Richardson Motor Company wishes the Tigers an amazing winning season. May your efforts match your dreams. Buy, sell, or trade late model cars, trucks, and SUVs. Financing available. Stop by for a test drive and score an amazing deal with Ryan Richardson Motor Company. 318 South White Sands Boulevard or online at ryanrichardson.company. That's ryanrichardson.company.
You're listening to Sports and Talk, 1230, 1019. The Alamogordo Tigers and the Valencia Jaguars. Valencia has taken a 1-0 lead in the top of the first inning. And their pitcher warming up. And their pitcher is Brady Heffler. As he warms up, we'll get you the Tigers lineup again. If you missed out on the Otero Federal Credit Union pregame show, defensive setup for Valencia. Their battery is Heffler and then Zamora behind home plate. The first baseman is Lucas Apodaca, Isaiah Luna, the second baseman. Third baseman is Caleb Hiron, and Bryce Henry is the shortstop. Left fielder is Yovan Suarez. Center fielder Ansel Rosell, and right fielder Xavier Martinez. Long while for Heffler to get the pitch that he wanted. He comes with a curveball and misses. And Kiss will get ahead in the count here, 1-0. Cade Kiss leading off for the Tigers again. And that pitch is in there for a called strike. Kiss watched that all the way in. And the count is 1-1. Kiss, then Billy Copeland, Brandon Williams, top three in the order for the Tigers. And this is hit well and into right field for a base hit. And the Tigers start off similarly to Valencia and get the leadoff hitter on. And Billy Copeland will come to the plate to face Heffler. So it's Copeland to the plate. Top of the order has been pretty strong for the Tigers this year. And, hey, we do have Alamogordo stats as well. 750 on-base percentage for Copeland this season. Working from the stretch, not a big lead for Kiss. The curveball is going to miss high. Runner on first and nobody else. Bottom of one. Tigers trailing 1-0. Another breaking ball that is going to stay high, maybe a bit inside. Got that big, I don't know if sweeping is the right word because that would be more side to side, but more that 12-6 kind of curveball that it's coming from the top down through the strike zone. The 2-0 comes to it again and swing and a miss for Copeland, 2-1. Effler set. And another swing and a miss. This time goes with a fastball, and it's 2-2 as he switches up the speed. Tigers haven't been aggressive to start off and trying to grab an extra base here. And this is hit in the air, and it'll be behind home plate, and it looks like it's going to carry out of play. As Zamora, or I should say Martinez, gave chase. No, I'm sorry, Zamora. I wrote it down wrong. And so the count 2-2 with a runner on first. Copeland hitting 167 this year, but has been on base a lot. Big off throw to first. Kiss is back in plenty of time, and first baseman Luna held the tag on Kay just in case he stepped off or let go of the bag. And this is hit in the air and pretty much in the same spot and going to get out of play, maybe a little bit further up the first base line and foul. And so we'll do another 2-2. Got to be honest, I'm kind of surprised the Tigers their hitting averages aren't a little bit better than they are. They've on base, it seems like so much, but they've drawn a lot of walks. 2-2 and ramped the fastball by him and struck him out. So Copeland down on strikes, and there's one down. Brandon Williams will come to the plate now. Williams hitting 286. He's driven in 3 runs this year. Scored 5 runs, couple of hits, and 7 plate appearances. He's gone up to bat 12 times, shows how many times. Kind of a late break back to the bag, but just back in time was Kiss. One out, runner on first. Still no pitch here to Williams. Another pickoff throw to first. This time no tag applied. Now maybe they're thinking it's going to be a hit and run here for Williams with 1 out. If anything, you try to limit the possible damage to the double play. However, there's a huge hole on the right side. The second baseman is playing very far up the middle here. And that is going to be in there for a called strike. And the count 0-1 to Williams. Righty Heffler and the right-handed hitting Williams. Bottom of 1. And Valencia has jumped ahead 1-0, but I mean, that's got to feel comfortable for the Tigers. I think 2 of the 3 games they've played from behind. Actually, at the third game that they won, they played from behind too early. Kiss goes, breaking ball. Here's the throw, and the throw will hop over the shortstop's glove and past Kiss. If that throw's on the mark, Kiss might be out at second, but it's a little bit off, and Cade's able to slide in cleanly with the stolen base. Pitch missed at home plate, and so we're 1-1 with a runner on second now. Tigers trying to even this game up early. And in the dirt, Zamora able to keep that in front of him, and Zamora wants time and to go talk to his pitcher. So something he saw, or there was miscommunication on a pitch selection there. Maybe the catcher wasn't expecting the location or the pitch, but just trying to, maybe the catcher sees something with the hitter and try to help out his pitcher here. With it being 2-1, one out and a runner on second. And a swing and a miss, and that breaking ball is giving the Tigers some troubles here. 2-2. The pitch. And that's a called strike 3, and there's 2 down. So Williams down on strikes after the leadoff single. Back-to-back strikeouts for Heffler. And Preston Eldred with 2 outs, going to try to come up with a hit and get the Tigers on the board here early. Eldred hitting .273 on the season. 6 RBIs. He leads the Tigers and runs batted in. And that curveball is going to hit the inside corner and a called strike. And tell you what, he's got the location on that really good right now, does Heffler. It looks like that's going to be high the whole way coming in and then just drops right down as it comes over the plate. Down and away, and it's 1-1. Tigers with a runner in scoring position here early. They've really, at least in the last 2 games, not let those runners stay stranded. The 1-1. Again, curveball. This one stays high. 2-1, and that's been the miss. I mean, if he's missed with that curveball, it's usually been up, which I'm sure makes it a little bit difficult for the hitters because if he gets it right, it's going to drop right into the strike zone. Working from the stretch, holds it up at the letters. And goes the fastball and gets that right over. 2-2. Now, this may be one of those for the Tigers that it's going to take some seeing the pitches before maybe they get some success. Who knows? Trying not to leave Kiss out there at second base. 2-2. Now this high. And the count 3-2 now to the Tiger sophomore. Runner on second, 2 down, a full count. Bottom of 1, and the Tigers trailing 1-0. Here comes the payoff, and that breaking ball is going to miss high, and so it's a walk, and Eldred gets the Tigers an extra base runner on, and we'll give Kellen Wall a chance here with 2 on and 2 out in the bottom of the first inning as the lefty steps in. And we saw the only other lefty in the Alamogordo lineup. Interesting. Valencia plays some interesting shifts here. They've moved the second baseman pretty far over to the right side, closer to the first baseline, and that's the first pitch in there for a strike, 0-1. Last couple batters, they had him playing kind of up the middle. So I don't know if they did some scouting yesterday during the Tiger game and felt like they saw where guys were hitting it. But there's a huge hole up the right side. That's going to miss just outside. And the count is 1-1 to Wall. And they do have the infield playing pretty shallow, which in this wind, absolutely. However, if you can hit one on a rope out to the gap, it could go a while. And this is hit in the air, and is it going to get down fair? It is. It is a fair ball. 1 run will score. It's all the way out to the wall in the right corner. 2 runs will score. Wall is hustling around. He is going to have a triple, a stand-up triple, and the Tigers have the lead 2-1. Well, that's the problem. If you play shallow, you hit one on a rope like that. I don't know if it mattered if they were not playing shallow there. If he's further back, that's going to be a tough tough ball to get to up the line. But Kellen Wall with a big 2 RBI triple, and the Tigers with 2 outs able to come through. And the 2 lefty hitters in the lineup able to come up with hits here in the inning for the Tigers. And how about a shout out to Preston Eldred hustling it around from first base. And I'm sure he's going on contact regardless, but that's a long way to go. And the first pitch to Aiden McGinnis, and this a little bit high, 1-0. Wall hitting 333 before that. That'll help out the average. This will be fouled back to the screen by McGinnis, 1-1. McGinnis, meanwhile, is leading the Tigers in batting average. 545 on the season. 6 hits and 11 at-bats, 3 RBIs, 4 runs scored. Really good start to the season for the Tiger outfielder. And a ground ball that'll go foul over towards the Valencia dugout, third base side. And the count is 1-2. Tigers have grabbed the lead here in the bottom of the first on a 2-run stand-up triple from Kellen Wall. Coming set is Heffler. Here's the pitch. And that will be a called strike 3. Okay, so much movement from the home plate umpire. I need some more demonstrative punch outs to some of these guys. It's all good. All right, that is the end of the first inning on the Richardson Motor scoreboard. Tigers lead 2-1 on Kellen Wall's 2 RBI triple, scoring Cade Kiss and Preston Eldred. We'll return to Tiger Stadium right after this. You're listening to Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230, 1019.
Card Sweet Lite is a convenient and safe way to manage your cards with your mobile app. Busy lifestyle? No problem. You're in control, making it easy to set alerts and manage your banking on the go. This is Susie with First National Bank. Enroll today.
Member FDIC.
Remember, if something seems too good to be true, it often is. This is AJ from First National Bank. Trust your instincts and stay vigilant to online fraud. Protect yourself from becoming a victim. Think before you act. If you have any concerns, contact your bank for further assistance.
First National Bank, member FDIC.
The Winter Circle has been outfitting champions for over 50 years in Otero County. Established in 1970 by our Gigi and Big John.
Let's show our school spirit. Whether you're a Tiger, Wildcat, Bear, or Chief, we can make t-shirts, sweatshirts, polos, and hats. And we do custom embroidery too. The Winter Circle does it all. Custom orders available for businesses, squadrons, and organizations like hats, polos, name tags, also trophies and awards.
Winter Circle, 1201 10th Street. Go Tiger! See you at the games!
Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230, 1019. The Tigers fell behind in the top half of the first inning, but they have battled back and taken the lead 2-1 through 1 complete on the Richardson Motor scoreboard. And Eric Vasquez gets to come out here in the second inning with a lead, and the first pitch will miss low to the number 5 hitter, Xavier Martinez, for the Jaguars. Martinez will watch the 1-0 miss outside, and now 2-0. Vasquez ready to go, and here's the pitch. Ground ball to the left side. Takes a high hop, but it's stabbed, but going to pull the first baseman off the bag, and so throw off the mark from Williams. And the Tigers with an E5 to start the inning. Relatively routine play there, but it's never an easy throw from across the diamond, and had the strength on it to get there, but was too far up the first base line, unfortunately. And that'll be in there for a strike, 0-1 to Caleb Hiron. Runner on first, nobody out. Top of 2 as the Jaguars look to answer back. Pickoff throw to first. Runner is back in time. Eldred does apply the tag. Vasquez working out of the stretch. Struck out a couple in the first inning. Runner goes. Pitch is a little bit high and De Leon Atkinson was unable to get the ball out of his glove, and that's another stolen base for Valencia. 1-1 the count. As they are testing the Tigers freshman catcher early in this game. And this is hit out to left field. It is going to go foul, though, as it gets into the bullpen up the third base line. And the count is 1-2. Home plate umpire will give a dust off of the plate. The 1-2. Swing and a miss and got the fastball by him. And it's 3 strikeouts for Eric Vasquez. And the count, or the, it's 1 out. And the Tigers will face off Yovan Suarez. Suarez going to go over to the left-hand side. And so the first lefty hitter in this lineup for Valencia. Vasquez set at the belt and pickoff throw, and I think they got him. They did. Runner did not get back in time. Well, you almost never see that move to second base work, and that time it did. And the Tigers pick off the runner. No argument from the Valencia side. That was a great move from Vasquez. And he gets the fastball by Suarez, and it's 0-1. I initially thought Martinez was going to start running towards third because I think he did start to break towards third, and that's maybe why he didn't get back in time. As the pitch misses outside, the count is 1-1. Just like last night, kind of a haze with the lights because of all the dust this evening. And this is hit well in the air to shallow left center field, but Cade Kiss is on to make the grab. And the Tigers playing pretty shallow and get there in time. So it's essentially down in order after an error to lead off the inning, a strikeout, then a pickoff, and a flyout to left center field. And the Tigers with the shutdown inning after taking the lead in the bottom of the first. We'll see if they can get the bats going again. Home half of the second coming up on the Richland Motor scoreboard. You're listening to Tiger Baseball on Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230, 1019.
Looking to transform your home's exterior? Meet Rudy Ochoa. With years of experience in stucco, Rudy and his crew deliver quality craftsmanship and stunning flawless finishes. 575-442-6745.
Join Stand Up to Cancer and Jazz Pharmaceuticals to raise awareness of small cell lung cancer and accelerate the pace of research. Ask your healthcare provider about screening options that might be right for you or a loved one. Visit standuptocancer.org/lung to learn more.
It's daylight savings time. Spring forward and save with OFCU. For a limited time, Friday, March 7th through Tuesday, March 11th. Vehicle purchases and non-OFCU refinance vehicles as low as 4.99% APR with no payments for 90 days. Apply online, oterofcu.org. Limited time offer, purchases and non-OFCU refinances. All loans subject to credit approval. Other restrictions may apply. Not all will qualify. Federally insured by NCUA.
Our success is our success. We belong to you.
You're listening to Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230, 1019. And the Tigers to the plate here in the bottom of the second, leading 2-2 Motor scoreboard. And Brady Heffler returns with a curveball yet again. It's definitely his pitch, and he drops it right in for a strike on Eric Vasquez. So 0-1 to the Tiger pitcher. And Vasquez chopper, that will be stabbed at third. Going to be a long throw, and he got him. Boy, what a fantastic play by the Valencia third baseman. He was on the foul line behind the bag over at third base as Caleb Hiron makes a fine play there. It is not an easy throw at whatever level you're playing at. 5-3, it'll show up on the score sheet, but it was tougher than it shows there. Aiden Tupper swings and misses and gets behind the count 0-1. I think Vasquez will feel like he was robbed of an infield single there. That was a tough break. 0-1. And fouled off and back to the screen, and Tupper behind the count 0-2. Bottom of the order here for the Tigers, 7, 8, and 9. Or I'm sorry, 6, 7, and 8. We could possibly see 9 if a runner gets on. But it's 2 strikes here to Tupper. And the pitch. And a check swing, it kicks off to the side, but that was a ball. That would have been, honestly, that would have been better if it was a called strike, because I think it would have been pretty fair to say that the runner gets on in that spot. And just missing high on the 1-2. It's 2-2. That did not miss by much. Here it comes. Hit well to center field. And a nice grab by the second baseman. It was right up the middle, but it just kind of hung in the air. And that's some fine speed. The infielders for maybe there's a reason why they're playing those those shifts, because they know their fielders can get there. That was Isaiah Luna who makes the play there. So 2 really nice infield grabs for the Jaguars. It's 2 down, and it will bring up Eric Vasquez. Or I'm sorry, Ryan Macklin. And first pitch in there for a strike. By the way, this is 7, 8, 9 in the order for the Tigers. Somehow got messed up on my score sheet here. Here comes the 0-1. Fastball, and I think that's just going to drop low, 1-1. Here's the pitch. Holds up on the check swing, but another breaking ball that falls right into the strike zone for Hepler. And the count is 1-2. 2 down, bases empty, bottom of 2. And here's the pitch. And swing and a miss on the fastball. And it is the 3rd strikeout of the evening for Brady Hepler. Tigers go down in order, and we're through 2 complete on the Richardson Motor scoreboard. Tigers 2, Jaguars 1. You're listening to Tiger Baseball here on Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230, 1019.
Ryan Richardson Motor Company wishes the Tigers an amazing winning season. May your efforts match your dreams. Buy, sell, or trade late model cars, trucks, and SUVs. Financing available. Stop by for a test drive and score an amazing deal with Ryan Richardson Motor Company. 318 South White Sands Boulevard, or online at ryanrichardson.company. That's ryanrichardson.company.
Remember, if something seems too good to be true, it often is. This is Emily from First National Bank. Trust your instincts and stay vigilant to online fraud. Protect yourself from becoming a victim. Think before you act. If you have concerns, contact your bank for further assistance.
First National Bank, member FDIC.
Card Suite Life provides 24/7 control right at your fingertips. This is AJ with First National Bank. Fraud prevention is priceless. Safeguard your card. Download the free app for a simple, secure way to manage your debit card activity.
First National Bank, member FDIC.
The Winter Circle has been outfitting champions for over 50 years in Otero County. Established in 1970 by our Gigi and Big John.
Let's show our school spirit. Whether you're a Tiger, Wildcat, Bear, or Chief, we can make t-shirts, sweatshirts, polos, and hats. And we do custom embroidery too. The Winter Circle does it all. Custom orders available for businesses, squadrons, and organizations like hats, polos, name tags, also trophies and awards.
Winter Circle.
111 10th Street. Go Tiger! See you at the game!
Peyton Eastman's jumped ahead in the count here 2-0 as we begin the top of the third inning. Eric Vasquez on the mound. And a swing and a miss at the 2-0, and it's 2-1. Two-one Tigers, top of three on the Bridgestone Motor scoreboard. Hard hit ball to third. It's going to get through. Or I should say to first, I'm sorry. Eldred was there in position, but just did not field it cleanly. Probably argue a single there, but I think I'm going to go E3. And the fastball's in there for a strike. I'd like to see a pickoff move over here at first as this is Isaiah Luna. I couldn't tell in the lineup of who was getting hit for by the DH. That was Eastman. It's in the dirt, and a little bit of trouble there for DeLeon Atkinson, and his throw out to second is not going to get there in time, and so the runner advances. It's kind of been the theme in this game as Valencia's got that leadoff here on each of the three times, and each time they've advanced, it was stolen bases the last two times. The 1-0 will miss a little bit high, and the count evens at 1-1. Oh, actually, 2-0, I'm sorry. First one was not a strike. Swing and a miss, and again, it'll get away. He's going to, well, thought he was going to try to advance to third. He decided to go to second instead of going to third, and now the throw is going to, I thought it was going to get out of play. Did it? It did, and so the run will come in and score. Now, a little unsure on why DeLeon Atkinson decided to make the throw out to second base. The runner was caught in between. I think, if anything, you go to third and force the runner back. But I guess trying to be aggressive there, and then the throw in the dirt and into the dugout, and so it's out of play. Ground rule, and in there for a strike, 2-2. So one run is scored on a wild pitch, another scored on an error. And the runner that got on the base pass got on with an error. Swing and a miss. And a strikeout. There's one down. So to go back to the top of the order, Bryce Henry, who has the only hit of the game for Valencia, will come to the plate. Here's the pitch. And that breaking ball drops right in for a strike on Henry, and it's 0-1. Tied up at 2 here in the top of the third inning. And here is a check swing that will go foul at the first base line. And the count will be 0-2. Quick dust of home plate by the umpire. Vasquez has been sharp. Just when Valencia's gotten on the base pass, the Tigers have not been sharp. And the 0-2 is going to miss outside, and it's 1-2. A couple of stolen bases and a wild pitch brought in that run in the first inning. And it was a ground ball here over to third, and that one is going to take a high hop over Williams and into the outfield. We'll give a single there to Henry, and that was, I'm going to say, a normal play, but we're going to bring out Coach Phillips, and don't know if this is so much to talk to his pitcher, but maybe to talk to his infield and get him settled down. Kind of similar to what we saw yesterday. He was, I don't want to say demonstrative is the right word, but you could definitely tell that there was a, it felt, again, I can't hear from up here, but just the, the head movement and felt like it was kind of stern talking to in that game against Artesia, and it worked. Tigers kind of settled down after that on the infield, but they've been a little shaky today. So it's a runner on first and one down. And the meeting on the mound is over. Ansel Rosell will come to the plate now. He popped out to the shortstop his last time up. And here's the pitch. And a swing and a miss. Took a big swing at that one, did Rosell. And the count is 0-1. Thought I heard a slight little ting there. He might have gotten a bit of a piece of it. And pickoff throw to first, and it's going to get away behind the bag at first, and it's a long run there. We'll see if he tries to go any further. Now he'll stop at second. And Tigers have just had not a lot of confidence when Valencia has gotten a runner on the base paths. Still 0-1 to the man at the May. And it's been kind of around the diamond, to be honest. We've seen it from a number of different players. Showing bunts and just getting a piece of it. Ball goes foul to the backstop. And it'll be 0-2 now to Rosell. Pitch missed is high. And again, the runner was about halfway between second and third. No throw there from De Leon Atkinson. The 1-2. And look at that outside corner. Can't get Rosell to chase there, and it's 2-2. And they'll try to go pick off back to second, but Henry will get back in plenty of time. No tag applied there by Copeland. Count 2-2 at the plate. One down, runner on second, and we're tied up at 2. And pitch is going to miss outside. Check swing by the hitter. 3-2, and while that's happening, Henry easily stole third. Second stolen base of the day for him. So even a ground out here could give Valencia the lead. Swing and a miss and struck him out. Big curveball there from Vasquez. And he has got his 5th strikeout of the day. And I'll bring up Zaylen Zamora, who struck out his first time up. Trying to bring that man in from third. We've seen a few wild pitches tonight, so. And again, you can make an argument whether the catcher should keep it in front of them. That's a really nice first pitch from Vasquez. As the count is 0-1, went off speed and dropped it right into the strike zone. Here's the 0-1. Fastball misses high. And it's 1-1 here on Zamora. Vasquez ready to go. Here's the pitch. And that missed down and away. And 2-1 to Zamora. Start of the order here for Valencia. Number 3 hitter at the plate. Number 4 hitter in the on-deck circle. 2-1. And again, with that short pitch, trying to hit that inside corner with the fastball, unable to do it. Kind of a short step. He doesn't take as big of a leg kick. I know there's another term for that, but it's escaping me at the moment. Here's the 3-1. Gets that in there for a strike. 3-2. Well, picked up the strikeout on the full last at bat. We'll see what he can do here. Ready to go again. 3-2. And he'll miss low, and he'll give up the walk. So Heffler will come to the plate with runners on first and third. Like we'll see a courtesy runner for the catcher, Zamora. And it looks like 17, maybe. 13. So the courtesy runner is Connor Tays. Runner does go. Now they're going to throw it out to second, but they threw it in front of the bag to try and fool the runner into going. He did not. And give a stolen base, but I think with 2 outs, you're okay with taking that if you're the Tigers. And scoreboard says 0-1. I didn't catch what was the call. I know that's a strike. And it is 0-2. Don't have to really worry about those guys at on the base pass here for Vasquez. See if you can just get the man to the plate and get out of trouble. Keep this tie ball game. Here's the 0-2. That's right down the middle. Called strike 3 on the fastball. That is now 2, 3, 6 strikeouts for Vasquez. And the Tigers keep the damage to a minimum. 1 run does come across. Tigers had 2 errors in that inning. Nope, I have 3. The Jags leave 2 on base, and they score 1. And we'll go to the bottom of the third. Tigers will try to answer back. It's a 2-2 ball game. You're listening to Tiger Baseball here on Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230, 1019.
Transform your home with Ochoa Stucco. Whether it's a fresh look or a durable finish, their expert team delivers quality and style. Say goodbye to bland exteriors and hello to stunning curb appeal. Ochoa Stucco, always a flawless finish. 442-6745.
If only life had a remote control, you could pause or rewind. Well, life doesn't always give you time to change the outcome, but prediabetes does. Take the 1-minute risk test today at doihaveprediabetes.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and its prediabetes awareness partners.
It's daylight savings time. Spring forward and save with OFCU. For a limited time, Friday, March 7th through Tuesday, March 11th. Vehicle purchases and non-OFCU refinance vehicles as low as 4.99% APR with no payments for 90 days. Apply online, oterofcu.org. Limited time offer, purchases and non-OFCU refinances. All loans subject to credit approval. Other restrictions may apply. Not all will qualify. Federally insured by NCUA.
Our success is our success. We belong to you.
Case leads off for the Tigers, bottom of the first inning. Brady Heffler continues on the mound for Valencia. 2-2 ball game on the Richardson Motor scoreboard. As we go to the bottom of the third inning, Kiss will watch the first pitch in for a strike. Singled and scored back in the first on that 2 RBI triple from Kevin Wall. And here comes the 0-1. Well outside. And the count evens up at 1-1. That'll be in the dirt on the 1-1. Now 2-1. And now 3-1. As here comes the pitch. Ground ball to the right side, and that shift worked really well for Valencia as that was directly at Luna, who was standing much closer to the first base back there. 4-3 on the putout. He didn't have to move. There's one that if he's playing in his normal position, I don't know, it wasn't particularly hard hit. So it may not have gone through, but would have had a better chance of it, that's for sure. First pitch will miss, and it's 1-0 here to Copeland. Copeland struck out in his first at-bat. And the pitch misses high. And now 2-0. Trying an effort to score for you guys on the Newcomb-Tularosa game. Here comes the 2-0. I'll drop in there for a strike on Copeland, 2-1. The NFHS network feed, for some reason, cut off early. I feel bad for folks that were paying to watch that tonight. And this is hit pretty well out to left field. That will get down for a base hit. Copeland will have to hold up at first. A good contact there from the Tigers' second baseman and gives Alamogordo a base runner with one out in the bottom of the first inning. So it's a runner on first and one out, showing bunt. Here's a pickoff throw to first, and he's safe. Coming set is Heffler. Bringing back the bunt. Runner's going to go kind of on a delayed run here. And they say he did not apply the tag to him as he was coming by. Umpire says safe. You could see the bench from Valencia sort of, I don't say jump out of their seats, but there was a step out from the dugout almost from a couple of them. Honestly, couldn't tell if he got him on the way by or not from up here. So, but a stolen base for Copeland. The 1-0 pitch is in there for a strike, and the count is 1-1. So the Tigers have a runner on second base. Breaking ball is hit in the air to, the shortstop who makes a fine play, tosses on to second, and will get the runner there and tag him out, and it's a double play. And some fine defense there by Valencia as the shortstop, Price Henry, was able to get over to one that very easily could have blooped into shallow left field, but he makes the play and then tosses on to second, and they tag him out. And the Tigers are done here in the bottom of the third inning. They leave nobody on, one hit, no errors, and no runs. We go to the top of the fourth, and it's a 2-2 ball game. You're listening to Tiger Baseball here on Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230, 1019.
Ryan Richardson Motor Company wishes the Tigers an amazing winning season. May your efforts match your dreams. Buy, sell, or trade late model cars, trucks, and SUVs. Financing available. Stop by for a test drive and score an amazing deal with Ryan Richardson Motor Company. 318 South White Sands Boulevard or online at ryanrichardson.company. That's ryanrichardson.company.
Card Suite Lite is a convenient and safe way to manage your cards with your mobile app. Busy lifestyle? No problem. You're in control, making it easy to set alerts and manage your banking on the go. This is Susie with First National Bank. Enroll today.
Member FDIC. Remember, if something seems too good to be true, it often is. This is AJ from First National Bank. Trust your instincts and stay vigilant to online fraud. Protect yourself from becoming a victim. Think before you act. If you have any concerns, contact your bank for further assistance.
First National Bank, member FDIC.
Well, for the fourth straight inning, Valencia gets their leadoff hitter on. It's a single again. All of their hits have come from their leadoff hitter in the inning, and it's Xavier Martinez this time as he rips it out to left field. And Vasquez just going to miss on his first offering to Caleb Hiron, and it's 1-0. Pick off first. Runner is back in time. Eldred does apply the tag. 2-2 in the top of the fourth inning. Valencia with a run in the first and a run in the third. Tigers with 2 runs in the first. Runner does go and pitches in the dirt and no throw. That's pretty impressive speed there from Xavier Martinez. Not much to be done. So they get another runner in scoring position. Left a couple on in the last inning. Here's the 2-0. Swing and a miss. And it's 2-1. By the way, I didn't really finish my thought in talking about the Tularosa girls game. Newcomb was leading when the feed cut off. And it was probably a couple minutes to go in the fourth quarter. Pitch misses a little bit high. And it's 3-1 to Hiron. They got 2-1 on the board. I think it's 3-1. We'll see. Another pickoff throw back second. Tigers have gotten a Valencia runner on that today. And in fact, it was Martinez that was caught on the pickoff back in the second inning. So certainly not a mistake that he wants to make again. Here's the 2-1. Foul tip and into the glove, 2-2. Or I think 3-2. Honestly, I cannot tell. The netting really makes it hard to see the fine details down the field. Sometimes I do have my binoculars, but another pickoff throw, and that one's going to leak into the outfield, but not far enough for Martinez to do anything. Yeah, I think the home plate umpire is trying to let the scoreboard person know that it's 3-2, not 2-2. Breaking ball, that'll miss, and that'll be a walk. So it'll be first and second now. Nobody outs, and Jovan Suarez, comes to the plate. He flew out to center field on a line drive his last time up, made some good contact. Here's the pitch. And a bunt. They'll go up the third base line. And it's nowhere to go with it. That's a heck of a bunt there by Jovan Suarez. Not really anything to be done. The Tigers are playing back defensively, so they're not really expecting the bunt in that spot. And so now the bases are loaded, and they will bring the infield in. Nobody out as Valencia has an opportunity certainly to take the lead, but maybe to break this open a little bit. Tigers have lived a little dangerously in this game. Time going to be called. Bases loaded and nobody out. And Caden Eastman at the plate and will get to the backstop on the first pitch. A run will score. And both runners advance to second and third. And it's been kind of a struggle tonight for the Tigers. They haven't been quite as clean as they have been in other games, and it's sort of mounted up a little bit. That's low, and the count is 2-0 now to Eastman. Still nobody out, and runners on second and third. 3-2 now, Valencia in front. is fouled off, and will get over towards the Alamogordo dugout on the first base side. 2-1. Now, the wind has died down pretty significantly here. Still a little bit of a breeze on the American flag up the third base line, but once the wind and dust, well, dust is still out there, but that'll miss on the 2-1, now 3-1. Another one of these innings that if Alamogordo can limit the damage to 1 run, they'll feel pretty lucky on it. The 3-1. And that one's going to miss. Not really sure where it missed. I guess low. And it loads the bases. That'll lead De Leon Atkinson to go out and talk to Vasquez. Bases loaded again with nobody out. And the Tigers defensively, right now not playing in. And Isaiah Luna will come to the plate. So the Tigers are willing to give up a run if they can turn 2. Do have the corner playing in a little bit. And here's a chopper that'll go back behind home plate. And the count is 0-1. And here's a bunt, and they're going to play the squeeze, but the Tigers are going to be able to get the force at home. It's a little bit tougher to do when you have a force at any base in that spot. So a little surprised at the bunt, but I think they were trying to play it deep, and surprised with the squeeze with the bases loaded. So fielder's choice. It goes 1-2. So Luna will move over to first base. And Hiron out at home. And move everybody around. Suarez to third, Eastman to second. Top of the order now for Bryce Henry. And the Tigers, if they can get a double play now, they can end the inning. Breaking ball and a swing and a miss, and the baseball was right beneath it. It's funny how many times you see that with a catcher where they don't know where it is and it just dropped right below them. Of course, with the mask on, sometimes your vision is not what you want it to be directly below you. So you're spinning around looking for the baseball. Hopefully you don't kick it and then have to go chase. Working out of the stretch is Vasquez. The 0-1. And it's in the dirt, and that's a good stop. And I do have a final for you guys. Newcomb beat Tularosa 53-47 as the Lady Skyhawks knock out the Lady Cats in the first round of the Class 3A state tournament. As that's fouled off 0-2. That'll be a little bit low. And our count's even up here at 2-2. And missing on the fastball inside. And the count now 3-2. Yep, now a walk will score a run with the bases loaded and 1 out. See what Vasquez can come up with here. And that breaking ball called. Strike 3. Big strikeout there for Vasquez. And there's 2 down. Well, I got to say, the Alamogordo crowd, not really, I don't know, maybe for where I'm sitting, I'm not hearing them as much, but it just doesn't seem that they I mean, that was a big moment there to come up with a strikeout, and they didn't get that loud for us. Weird. Here's a ground ball right back to the mound. Easy play for Vasquez. Underhanded to first. The inning is over, and I tell you what, if you're the Tigers, you are okay with just giving up one run in that inning. The Jaguars leave 3 on. They get 2 hits in the inning, 1 run, and no Tiger errors. And we go to the bottom of the 4th inning. Alamogordo does fall behind, though, 3-2. Could have been much, much worse. We'll see if they can answer back. You're listening to Tiger Baseball on Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230, 1019.
The Winner's Circle has been outfitting champions for over 50 years in Otero County. Established in 1970 by our Gigi and Big John.
Let's show our school spirit. Whether you're a Tiger, Wildcat, Bear, or Chief, we can make t-shirts, sweatshirts, polos, and hats. And we do custom embroidery too. The Winner's Circle does it all. Custom orders available for businesses, squadrons, and organizations like hats, polos, name tags, also trophies and awards.
Winner's Circle, 1201 10th Street. Go Tiger! See you at the game!
Looking to transform your home's exterior? Meet Rudy Ochoa. With years of experience in stucco, Rudy and his crew deliver quality craftsmanship and stunning flawless finishes. 575-442-6745.
I didn't ask to be thrown in the streets, but I did ask for help, and Covenant House was there for me.
For these kids who didn't ask to be put in this unthinkable situation, Covenant House is there. To learn more, go to safeplacetosleep.org today.
Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230, 1019. Preston Eldred leading things off here for the Tigers. They trail 3-2 in the bottom of the 4th on the Richardson Motors scoreboard. And the first pitch from the Jags pitcher, Brady Heffler, and will miss low. And the count is 1-0. Foul off and out of play by Eldred, 1-1. Eldred's not have official at bat, but walked and scored in his last at bat. And we'll watch the 1-1 miss high. It's 2-1. And that pitch will one hop back to the catcher. And I believe 3-1 now on the count. Breaking ball, that'll drop right in for a strike. And we're 3-2 now. Leadoff hitter in the inning for the Tigers. And missing high, and it's a walk. The Tigers with a base runner, and Kellen Wall will foul off the first offering to him. And the count is 0-1. Wall hit the big triple that has the Tigers 2 runs tonight. And they're playing much closer up the line now. This is popped up, and it's going to get out of play. It's going to go behind the... Go, in fact, off the top of the Valencia dugout on the third base side. And so Wall falls behind in the count, 0-2. Swing and a miss, and Wall strikes out. And is now strikeout number 4 on the evening for Heffler. And bring up Aiden McGinnis, who was one of those strikeout victims. And check swing. Gets away from the catcher just a little bit. He throws out to second, but the throw's off the mark. It'll hop over the glove of the shortstop. And so Eldred able to advance to second. He's showing some pretty good speed today. I'm impressed with Preston. Want to know the count to McGinnis. In the dirt, and it's going to get away from the catcher, and Eldred's going to be able to advance to third. Doesn't even need to slide, no throw. And this looks more like what we see from Valencia when they get a base runner on in their half of the inning. Tigers taking advantage here on a couple of pitches that get away from the catcher, Zamora. And Heffler's going to miss. Let's see from the home plate umpire. Are we 2-1 or 3-0? Yeah, we're 3-0. I don't know who's running our scoreboard tonight, but they're counting up the pitch count. 3-0 the count. This is hit well out to left field. Is it fair? Is it fair? It is not. It is a foul ball. Ooh. That was up the line, up the third base line, and I can't tell from up here. So I had to, I mean, it doesn't really matter. Whatever the umpire calls is what the call is going to be. But tell you what, McGinnis really turned, and I imagine that was probably a curveball because he was really able to get around on it, but was just a little bit too early. So we'll see if McGinnis can straighten that out. The 2-2's in the dirt, and it's just going to leak away from the catcher. Not enough for the runner, Eldred. All right, so I guess I was off on the count. I guess we were 2-2 there. I thought we were 3-0. So it's 3-2 now. 1 out. There I was making fun of the person running the scoreboard. Clearly they were doing their job, and I wasn't. That's what I get. Swing and a miss. That's a big strikeout there from Heffler after McGinnis had very nearly tied up the ball game. Vasquez going to try to help his own cause here, though, with a runner on third and 2 down. Swing and a miss from Vasquez, and he falls behind the count 0-1. One more time for you guys. Tularosa girls did get defeated by Newcomb tonight. Final score, 53-47. And they lost 40-15 to that team earlier this season. Here's a ground ball left side of the infield, and it is snagged. Here's the toss on to first. That's not there in time. And the Tigers will tie up this game. Great job by Vasquez to run that one out. He beat it by probably half a step. And I think we're going to get a courtesy runner. So courtesy runner comes in. We'll see if it's Aiden Knowles. He's typically been the courtesy runner for the Tigers. Aiden Tupper at the plate. This Tiger baseball team has 3 Aidens on it. I'm going to give the RBI to Vasquez. That was deep in the hole at short and not an easy throw. And he legged that out. So he's put the Tigers back square here. And that'll be in there for a called strike on Tupper. Counts 0-1. Been a good game. I wouldn't say it's been particularly sharp from both sides. There's definitely been some mistakes here and there, but that's, you got to play through those. As the 0-1 misses high, it's 1-1. And I'll tell you, high school baseball, softball, I mean, sometimes you have some teams that are really, really sharp defensively and, don't get, catcher doesn't let a lot of wild pitches get away or, all those various things. Breaking ball and a swing and a miss. Tupper tried to hold up on it. That is a heck of a curveball that Heffler has. And the count's 1-2. In the dirt. And it did hop in front of the catcher, but he's not able to recover it quickly enough. And so the runner able to advance to second. And again, that is Knowles. They'll give him a stolen base. He registered one last night as well as a courtesy runner. 2-2 the count here to Tupper with 2 outs, but does have that runner on second. And in the dirt, and that one's going to hop away from the catcher as well. Gets all the way near the backstop. He eventually finds it. It took a high hop right over his head, and so he kind of spun around near home plate looking to where it went and eventually got to it. But, yeah, I guess I shouldn't give a stolen base there to Knowles. Huh? That was a wild pitch. So 3-2 now with that runner on third. And a ground ball that'll go foul up the third base line. And we'll do it again. We'll likely have a final score for you guys for Texaco and Mescalero Apache as well. That one started an hour later than the Tularosa game, so I imagine we'll get a final before we sign off this evening. Here's the 3-2. And a swing and a miss. Again, goes to that curveball and ends up striking out 3 in the inning. But the Tigers do get one run across. Preston Eldred walked and eventually got across on an infield single from Eric Vasquez. So, back square after 4 complete on the Richardson Motor scoreboard. It's 3-3. You're listening to Tiger Baseball here on Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230, 1019.
It's daylight savings time. Spring forward and save with OFCU. For a limited time, Friday, March 7th through Tuesday, March 11th. Vehicle purchases and non-OFCU refinance vehicles as low as 4.99% APR with no payments for 90 days. Apply online, oterofcu.org. Limited time offer, purchases and non-OFCU refinances. All loans subject to credit approval. Other restrictions may apply. Not all will qualify. Federally insured by NCUA.
Our success is our success. We belong to you.
Ryan Richardson Motor Company wishes the Tigers an amazing winning season. May your efforts match your dreams. Buy, sell, or trade late model cars, trucks, and SUVs. Financing available. Stop by for a test drive and score an amazing deal with Ryan Richardson Motor Company. 318 South White Sands Boulevard or online at ryanrichardson.company. That's ryanrichardson.company.
Eric Vasquez gets the first pitch in there for a strike on the fastball, and the leadoff hitter is Dalen Zamora behind the count 0-1. The 0-1's a swing and a miss, and Vasquez gets ahead 0-2. Zamora 0 for 1, a walk and a stolen base in the third inning, and a strikeout in the first. The 0-2, and a ground ball left side, but foul, as that one leaks up the third base line, and we'll do another 0-2. Vasquez ready to go, as is Zamora. Here it comes. That's in the dirt. He'll jump away from DeLeon Atkinson, but nobody on. No need to hurry over there, and it's 1-2. And here comes the pitch. Swing and a miss in the dirt again, and throw on to first is in time. Took a little while for DeLeon Atkinson to get to it, but grabs it cleanly. And one down. I think that's strikeout number, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 now for Vasquez. Both these pitchers have been solid. I mean, really, it's been the little things, giving up a walk here and then a stolen base or a wild pitch, or, nobody's been hitting the ball all over the diamond at all. As a good breaking ball there from Vasquez. Heffler swings and misses, and it's 0-1. couple of strikeouts, 0 for 2 for the Valencia pitcher. And that's another good curveball there from Vasquez as that drops right in, 0-2. And gets him to pop this one up on the infield, and it'll be Copeland. He's got it at second, and there's 2 down. High pop out, says the shortstop or the center fielder could have gotten that, honestly. It hung up there for quite a while. The wind, not much of an issue now. I mean, other than it's a little chilly out there for sure. You can tell by the people in the stands, the way that they've hoodies up, blankets on, all that good stuff. Base is empty and 2 down. Xavier Martinez, who's been on twice today. And we'll watch that in there for a strike as Vasquez has been very sharp this inning. 0-1. And in the dirt. By the way, the term I was looking for, that was a quick pitch, by the way. Again, that was the term I was thinking of for Vasquez, where he doesn't go into his full leg kick. And he usually does it with a fastball, trying to, I think, catch the hitter off guard. Swing and a miss, and again, kick off from the catcher to the left, but nobody on. And Vasquez trying to make quick work of the Jaguars here in the top of the 5th inning after the Tigers tied it up in the home half. Vasquez shakes off one pitch. Now is the one he likes. Here's the 1-2. It's in the dirt, and 2-2. He has had a kind of 1-2-3 inning back in the second. The runner did get on, but he was caught on a pickoff. Swing and a miss, and he'll get it there. So that is a strikeout. He gets 2 in the inning. He's got 8 for the game. And the Tigers go to the bottom of the 5th in a 3-3 ball game on the Richardson Motor scoreboard. You're listening to Tiger Baseball here on Alamo Sports and Talk 1230. 9.
Here are a few tips on how to stay vigilant and protect yourself from fraud. This is Deborah Romero, President and CEO of First National Bank. Monitor your accounts. Use strong passwords. Be skeptical of unsolicited emails and messages. Don't deposit checks received in the mail from unknown sources. Use anti-malware software and educate yourself. Stay informed about common fraud schemes and tactics used by scammers. If you suspect fraudulent activity, report it to your financial institution and the appropriate authorities immediately. Stay alert, stay safe.
Member FDIC.
The Winter Circle has been outfitting champions for over 50 years in Otero County. Established in 1970 by our Gigi and Big John.
Let's show our school spirit. Whether you're a Tiger, Wildcat, Bear, or Chief, we can make t-shirts, sweatshirts, polos, and hats. And we do custom embroidery too. The Winter Circle does it all. Custom orders available for businesses, squadrons, and organizations like hats, polos, name tags, also trophies and awards.
Winter Circle, 1201 10th Street. Go Tiger! See you at the games!
On to the 5th inning. You're listening to Tiger Baseball on Alamo Sports and Talk 1230 1019 on the Richardson Motor scoreboard. Valencia 3, Alamogordo 3. Final game of the Tigers round robin. Lovington played a doubleheader in the first 2 games against Roswell and it was Nimi. I know Roswell was one of the games. It was. Been talking about this tournament enough this week. You think I'd have this down, but nope. Nobody should be surprised by that. Rodoso was the other one. And a check swing for the leadoff hitter for the Tigers, who's Ryan Macklin. Pitches in the dirt, and it's 1-0. Macklin 0 for 1, struck out in his first at-bat. Ended the second inning with that strikeout. As Brady Heffler, who has been just as sharp as Vasquez, showing bunt as Macklin. And it is going to be a called strike. I believe he did bring the bunt back in time. And the home plate umpire did not point to Macklin to say that he went around. Here's the 1-1. And he'll hold up. Pitch misses above the belt. Count goes down to 2-1. Macklin, then Kiss, and Copeland. It'll be the 3rd time through the order for the Tigers coming up next. Check swing. And another good hold up there by Macklin. And it's 3-1 as the Tiger senior tries to get the Tigers an early base runner here. Alamo hasn't had as much success as Valencia of getting that leadoff hitter on. They've done it 2 of the 4 innings. And watches that curveball, and that's going to miss low. And it'll be a leadoff walk for Macklin. And so it'll bring up Cade Kiss, who's reached on a single. And I'll tell you what, if Cade can straighten out his swing a little bit here, and he's looking over to the first base coach for what the signal is here, and needed him to go through it again. But again, the second baseman is playing on a big shift. Macklin will get back to the bag at first on a pickoff throw. But towards right center field, just a huge, huge gap there. I mean, it's one of those, it's easier said than done. I mean, trying to go up there and put it in a particular spot. And here's a bunt from Kiss. And that is a good one. And no throw. And so Cade Kiss pushes that right up the third base line. And, of course, you're forcing the third baseman to try to come up with that quickly. We've got time called by Valencia coaches. He'll go out and talk to his pitcher. But for the Tigers, great start to the inning. Walk and then a bunt single. As they try to grab the lead here in the bottom of the 5th as we get into the later innings. And I'd say super encouraging that Vasquez had his best inning of the game. Didn't allow the leadoff hitter on for the first time all game. Picked up a strikeout. Ended up striking out 2 in the last inning. So your hitters can come up big in this spot and make it happen. As the field umpire breaks up the meeting, at least from the coach, the players are still discussing things. And so Kiss and Macklin will head back to first and second. And it'll bring up Billy Copeland, who singled and stole a base in the third, struck out in the first. He's 1 for 2. And a good breaking ball that drops right in for a strike for Heffler. And the count is 0-1. Heffler, couple checks back, comes to the plate. Will miss high and even up the count at 1-1. Heart of the order here for the Tigers. With 2 on, you're in the number 2 hitter spot. However, Tigers haven't had a ton of success. Preston Elders walked twice and scored twice out of the cleanup spot. Kellen Wall on the 5 spot had that big triple. Big swing and a miss there from Copeland. And it's 1-2. I thought maybe eventually the Tigers would be able to start timing up the curve from Heffler, but tell you what, that's been a really difficult pitch for the Tigers to figure out. Haven't really on either side have we had a lot of hard hit balls in play. It's been manufacturing what you can. And this one high in the air, and it'll probably be an infield fly. That is actually going to fall in shallow right field. They try to go to second, and it gets away. And the Tigers will try to score from third. They will. And Aldo is up front. Well, I'm really surprised that the umpire didn't call an infield fly there. It was a high pop-up. It was behind the bag at first. I mean, kudos to him on not calling that, to be honest, because that would have been an automatic out there. That would have been frustrating for the Tigers, but I guess because of where it wasn't necessarily a routine play. And you had the first baseman, the second baseman, and the right fielder all diving to try to get it. It fell in the grass right behind the bag at first. And so Alamogordo's in front 4-3, and I talk about manufacturing runs. That was, you get one on a throwing error. Here's a bunt attempt that is going to be fouled off by Brandon Williams. So give the single to Copeland. He doesn't get an RBI there because the run scored on the throw. Honestly, I didn't see who threw that, whether it was the first baseman, second baseman, or right fielder after they got to it. Oh, 1 hard hit, but right at short. Throw to second, and they'll get the double play. That's just unfortunate there for Kiss. That was on a rope, but just needed a little bit more height on to get over the shortstop's glove. And he was playing a little bit in there. He was basically right in the base path. And just a bad break there for Williams and the Tigers. So Kiss is out. He's the second out of the inning. So line out to 6 and then 6-4 on the double play. Pickoff throw to first. Pretty close, but not in time. Second time that Williams, and actually the same thing, he lined out to short in the third inning, and it doubled up a Tiger in that inning as well. Eldred swings and misses, and it's 0-1. Preston, not an official at bat yet, but he's got 2 runs scored as he's picked up a couple of walks tonight. Runner on first, Tigers up 4-3, but now 2 out in the inning. And Eldred will foul this one off and fall behind to count 0-2. Well, both teams have kind of had this in this game where, they've gotten in a really good position with nobody out and haven't, put up a big number on the scoreboard. And that curveball, that was well done by Eldred to hold off as that fell through the zone and missed outside and low. The 1-2. Fouled off and keeps the at-bat alive. Goes back in our direction here. And a swing and a miss on the breaking ball. You can see Eldred kind of try to hold up on the swing. But Valencia has got to be excited to limit the damage as they did in that inning to just 1 run. But Alamogordo has retaken the lead, 4-3 on the Richardson Motor scoreboard. We are through 5 complete, and we'll return to Tiger Stadium. You're listening to Tiger Baseball on Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230, 1019.
Transform your home with Ochoa Stucco. Whether it's a fresh look or a durable finish, their expert team delivers quality and style. Say goodbye to bland exteriors and hello to stunning curb appeal. Ochoa Stucco, always a flawless finish. 442-6745.
We are the Veterans Health Administration, and our hands provide life-changing care to over 9 million veterans across more than 1,200 facilities nationwide. Join hands with us to make an impact in your community. Learn more at vacareers.va.gov.
It's daylight savings time. Spring forward and save with OFCU. For a limited time, Friday, March 7th through Tuesday, March 11th. Vehicle purchases and non-OFCU refinance vehicles as low as 4.99% APR with no payments for 90 days. Apply online, oterofcu.org. Limited time offer, purchases and non-OFCU refinances. All loans subject to credit approval. Other restrictions may apply. Not all will qualify. Federally insured by NCUA.
Our success is our success. We belong to you.
Well, Sports and Tunnel, 109. Harris Brothers will get ahead. 1-1. Caleb Hiron. The next pitch off the backstop, and it's 1-1. Of the 6th on the Richardson Motor scoreboard, Tigers 4, Jaguars 3. And Vasquez beginning his 6th inning of work. Here's the 1-1. And the curveball not able to drop down and in. And he falls behind here, 2-1. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Goes to the fastball that time, and it's 2-2. Vasquez into his motion. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, and struck him out. 9 strikeouts now for Vasquez. And the Tigers, we'll see Yovan Sanchez come. Suarez, I need to write better. I see it on my score sheet, and I go, Sanchez. No, Suarez. Single for him, flew out to center field in his other at-bat, 1 for 2 tonight. And that fastball right on the outer half for a called strike, and it's 0-1. And looking for the inner half there, but goes too far inside on the fastball, and it's 1-1. Vasquez ready to go. Here's the pitch. And that's in there for a strike. Good breaking ball. Took something off on that 1-2. The pitch. And foul tip into the glove, and that is the 3rd strike. Well done by DeLeon Atkinson to snag that and make it strikeout number 10 for Eric Vasquez. Caden Eastman comes up now. He's been on twice. Reached on an error and reached on a walk, scored and swings and misses at the curveball. And it's 0-1. Vasquez feeling it, man. He's ready. As soon as he gets the ball back in his hand, he is ready to go with the next pitch. He's wasted no time here. The 0-1. Swing and a miss, and he's ahead in the count 0-2. Do see some action in the Jaguars bullpen. And a foul ball, as just getting a piece of it was Eastman. And we'll do another 0-2. Just leaked in front of home plate after it. I think it may have gone off of him, but another 0-2. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, and struck him out. And the Tigers get a strikeout of the side from Vasquez in the top of the 6th. The other shutdown inning after Alamogordo was able to grab the lead. He did it after the Tigers tied it up, and he did it after they grabbed the lead. And so the Tigers looking for some insurance, going to the bottom of the 6th inning, try to add on some and feel a little bit more comfortable going to the top of the 7th. You're listening to Tiger Baseball on Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230, 1019.
Ryan Richardson Motor Company wishes the Tigers an amazing winning season. May your efforts match your dreams. Buy, sell, or trade late model cars, trucks, and SUVs. Financing available. Stop by for a test drive and score an amazing deal with Ryan Richardson Motor Company. 318 South White Sands Boulevard or online at ryanrichardson.company. That's ryanrichardson.company.
Card Sweet Lite is a convenient and safe way to manage your cards with your mobile app. Busy lifestyle? No problem. You're in control, making it easy to set alerts and manage your banking on the go. This is Susie with First National Bank. Enroll today.
Member FDIC. Remember, if something seems too good to be true, it often is. This is AJ from First National Bank. Trust your instincts and stay vigilant to online fraud. Protect yourself from becoming a victim. Think before you act. If you have any concerns, contact your bank for further assistance.
First National Bank, member FDIC.
Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230, 1019. No pitching change for Valencia as Brady Heffler will remain on the mound. And the Tigers will send up Kellen Wall, who's knocked in 2 of Alamogordo's 4 runs. Had a triple in the first inning that scored a pair. And is 1 for 2, a strikeout in his other at-bat. 5, 6, and 7 the order for the Tigers. Wall will try to get something started here as the lefty faces the righty Heffler. And he hits this high in the air to right field. It is carrying. It is carrying. It is out of here. It is a home. No, it's up against the wall. I thought it was a home run. The way the Tigers reacted, I thought that was out of here. I guess it went off the wall. It did stay in play. I can't see that far out here. That right field. The way the bench reacted, I just assumed that it went out. It had definitely carried a long distance, but Wall gets a big double. He's got a double and a triple today. And so Aiden McGinnis will come to plate, and now we get a visit from the Valencia dugout. Yeah, I just assume that usually when there's that kind of reaction, it's gone. Not to say it's not okay to have a reaction on a double like that, but and here's the deal is I think Kellen may have thought it was gone too, because I think he's running all the way, he probably ends up on third would be my guess. So I think he may have thought that one was getting out too, and maybe with the reaction of his teammates, I'm not sure. And, and by the way, not to say that Kellen wasn't hustling on the play or anything. I just think, the reaction of, you can't tell where it is sometimes. But so we are going to have a pitching change now for Valencia. And it was a really good effort from Brady Heffler as he went 6+ innings and very nearly picked up the win. But he will leave with his team behind and see if the Tigers can add on at least one insurance run. Nobody's led by more than a run in this game. So it'd be nice to have a little bit more in your pocket going to the top of the 7th inning. We will take a break and return. It is 4-3 on the Richardson Motor scoreboard with Alamogordo in front of Valencia. You're listening to Tiger Baseball on Alamo Sports 1230, 1019.
The Winter Circle has been outfitting champions for over 50 years in Otero County. Established in 1970 by our Gigi and Big John.
Let's show our school spirit. Whether you're a Tiger, Wildcat, Bear, or Chief, we can make t-shirts, sweatshirts, polos, and hats. And we do custom embroidery too. The Winter Circle does it all. Custom orders available for businesses, squadrons, and organizations like hats, polos, name tags, also trophies and awards.
Winter Circle, 1201 10th Street. Go Tiger! See you at the game!
Looking to transform your home's exterior? Meet Rudy Ochoa. With years of experience in stucco, Rudy and his crew deliver quality craftsmanship and stunning flawless finishes. 575-442-6745.
Join Stand Up to Cancer and Jazz Pharmaceuticals to raise awareness of small cell lung cancer and accelerate the pace of research. Ask your healthcare provider about screening options that might be right for you or a loved one. Visit standuptocancer.org/lung to learn more.
Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230, 1019. By the way, I'm hearing the Alamo fans a little bit more now. I feel like I wasn't hearing them quite as much earlier. First pitch is going to miss here to Aiden McGinnis, 1-0. It is Connor Tays, number 13, that is coming in for Valencia to pitch. The righty into his motion, and the breaking ball will miss high, and it's 2-0. I have to think that Eric Vasquez is going to get the ball in the top of the 7th. He has been pitching really well as this game has progressed. 2-0. And this one hit the right field. It gets down for a base knock. They will send the runner home. And the throw is going to go out to the middle of the infield, and the Tigers get their courtesy runner. So the big double out to the wall in right field by Kellen Wall. And then he's going to come around and score for the Tigers. He's had a heck of a night. 2 for 3, double, triple, 2 RBIs, and a run scored. And the Tigers lead 5-3. First time tonight that either team has led by more than a run. And pitch is going to miss a little inside. 1-0 here to Eric Vasquez as he tries to help his cause a little bit. McGinnis, who hadn't had a hit yet in this game, picks up a big RBI single. That's a good slider there from Tays. As that drops right in. And the count is 1-1. And goes with the curveball there. That'll miss a bit high. 2-1. Vasquez 1 for 2. Single and an RBI in the fourth. And a ground out back in the second. 2-1. We'll watch that one in the dirt. It'll get away from the catcher. He'll throw it out to second. Not going to get there. Tigers have kind of flipped that around a little bit. The wild pitches were affecting them more earlier in the game and allowing base runners to advance for Valencia. And as the game has gone on, Tigers have done it themselves and put those runners in scoring position. Curveball drops in for a strike. And the count goes full now. 3-2 on Vasquez. And in the dirt, and it's a walk. Doesn't get too far away from the catcher, so McGinnis unable to advance, but it's first and second. We'll get a courtesy runner as Aiden Knowles will come on again for Vasquez. And Aiden Tupper will come to the plate looking for his first hit of the day. Line out to second, his first time up, and struck out his other one. Still nobody out here in the bottom of the sixth. You love those insurance runs if you're the Tigers. If you can tack on at least one more, what a difference that can make in a final inning when you're trying to close out a game. That's in the dirt and got away from the catcher. It was up in front of him. Nobody advanced, though, for the Tigers, as it was, I think, easy enough for the pitcher to get to it. So double single walk in the inning for the Tigers. And Tupper heading the count 1-0. And a fastball is going to miss outside, 2-0. The pitch. And that breaking ball just stays right inside on the black and paints the corner 2-1. Really nice pitch there from Taze. The 2-1. And a ground ball. Could be two. No, they're just going to take the one as the shortstop ran past the bag at second and took the safe out. Would have been kind of a tough turn. And so the way it usually goes, if there's runners in the corners, team tries to steal, ends up at second base anyway. So that's actually a pretty astute move there from the Valencia shortstop. That does move the runners up, and a fly ball would give the Tigers, or a deep fly ball would give the Tigers another run. So it's 6-3 on the putout for Tupper, and Ryan Macklin, who walked and scored in the last inning, ahead in the count 1-0, and now 2-0 as it misses well outside. And good work there by Zamora, slotting to his right and keeping that from getting to the backstop. Taze with the pitch. Swing and a miss. Nice breaking ball. I'll tell you, the pitching staff for Valencia's got some good curveball throwers. Good breaking ball. And again, I know there's curve, slurve, sweeper, all kinds of different names for those. Swing and a miss, and it's 2-2 now to Macklin. It's a nice recovery from Taze here as he's gotten the count back even after falling behind 2-0. Here's the pitch. And this is hit in the air to right center field. And a nice grab as he's falling backwards, but they did not jump up and realize that, hey, we need to throw it home because the Tigers can score in the sac fly. That was a mistake there. It was a great play by the second baseman, Luna, but he had both his right fielder and his center fielder next to him, and nobody's like, hey, we need to throw the ball. I mean, the Tigers really didn't run right away. It was sort of a hesitation, and eventually they win. And so, I mean, it ends up as a sac fly for Macklin. I'll give him the RBI there. And the fastball is going to miss high and in on Kiss. And, I mean, that's one of those things that could make a big difference in this game, that extra run. McGinnis the one to score in the play for the Tigers. And Knowles has moved up to third, the courtesy runner for Alamogordo. Pitch is outside to Kiss. It's 2-0. And if Kiss can come through with a base hit, can get the Tigers in front by 4 going to the top of the 7th. The 2-0. And that breaking ball just going to miss low. And 3-0 to Kiss. Copeland, who's got 2 hits, is in the on-deck circle. And they're going to go ahead and give the intentional walk to Kiss and move him up to first. I imagine he'll be going pretty early. However, maybe you don't want to be too aggressive if you're Alamogordo in this spot. I think you can give Copeland, I mean, you're going to need the hit most likely unless it's a wild pitch. But, hey, you'd also like to have runners on second and third if he does come up with hits. Kiss has got a good lead. We'll see if they do a pickoff. Nope. Kiss does not go. The fastball's in for a called strike. And so it's on 0-1 to Copeland. Single in the third, single in the fifth. Also the stolen base tonight. And Copeland with 1 foot out of the box now steps in. And this is going to be fouled off. Kiss was on the run there, but out of play, and it's 0-2. Two outs and a runner on first and a runner on third. Copeland at the plate for the Tigers. Trying to add on one more insurance run. Tigers already with 2 home in the inning. Low and outside, and it's 1-2. Tigers with 2 in the first, 1 in the fourth, 1 in the fifth, 2 in the sixth. And looking for a little bit more here. And this is hit in the air towards center field, but should be playable. It is. And the inning is over. Tigers leave 2 on. They come away with 2 hits and 2 runs and no Valencia errors. And it's 6-3 Tigers going to the top of the 7th. They're going to try to finish it out. And we'll bring it to you here on Alamo Sports and Talk. You're listening to Tiger Baseball.
It's daylight savings time. Spring forward and save with OFCU. For a limited time, Friday, March 7th through Tuesday, March 11th. Vehicle purchases and non-OFCU refinance vehicles as low as 4.99% APR with no payments for 90 days. Apply online, oterofcu.org. Limited time offer, purchases and non-OFCU refinances. All loans subject to credit approval. Other restrictions may apply. Not all qualify. Federally insured by NCUA.
Our success is our success. We belong to you.
Ryan Richardson Motor Company wishes the Tigers an amazing winning season. May your efforts match your dreams. Buy, sell, or trade late model cars, trucks, and SUVs. Financing available. Stop by for a test drive and score an amazing deal with Ryan Richardson Motor Company. 318 South White Sands Boulevard or online at ryanrichardson.company. That's ryanrichardson.company.
Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230, 1019. And a pinch hitter here for Valencia. And got news of a pretty big upset in Class 2A girls basketball. Mescalero Apache knocks off Texaco 49-44. And so they advance to the Class 2A quarterfinals. As the first pitch from Vasquez is a fastball that'll miss a little bit high. But congrats to the Mescalero Apache Lady Chiefs, who are winners tonight on the road. And swing and a miss here from Chiwiwi as he hits for Luna. And it's 1-1. Misses on the 1-1 to Vasquez, 2-1. Breaking ball, and that's right in there for a strike. Good pitch from Vasquez. That's tougher hitter to know what to do with there, as that was looking inside and high and then right in on the strike zone. 2-2. Ground ball, that is a foul ball. Home plate umpire says it goes left side of the bag and the line. That was really, really close there. And would have, I don't know if it would have been extra bases. Certainly would have given them the leadoff single. And again, instead, it'll be 2-2 again at the plate. And that's going to be a called strike 3 on the 2-2 as he gets him on the fastball. And that's 11 counts now for Vasquez. I'm sorry, that is 13 strikeouts now. I got a little bit behind on my count. Breaking ball in for a strike on Bryce Henry, and it's 0-1. Henry's been on twice today, 2 singles. Ooh, and that one just got away from Vasquez. But I get a little bit of smile on his face. That was probably a curveball that he just lost the grip on. And fastball, that'll be a little low and outside. And so the count goes 2-1 now. And a check swing, and they'll say he did go around 2-2. And a ground ball right back up the middle, and that'll get Valencia a base runner as they try to get something started here. That is the first base runner that they've had since the 4th inning. Vasquez had retired the last 9, I think, before that. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, he had retired 9 in a row before that last one. 3 for 3 for Bryce Henry. Little visit on the mound and between third base coach and hitter here is Ansel Rosell will come to the plate. And that's in there for a called strike. The first offering to Rosell. Can't say enough how much those insurance runs for the Tigers. It's the tying run at first here. If that one misses outside on the 0-1, 1-1, if scores 2 runs in the bottom half of the 6th. And a check swing, throw out the second on the steal attempt. That is not going to be there in time. I believe it was a called strike, so it'll be 1-2. So you can just focus on the guys at the play. You don't have to worry anything about who's on the base pass if you're the Tigers. The 1-2. And couldn't get him to go around. Curveball drops low. It's 2-2. Spinning around and forcing the runner to go back. No throw from Vasquez as the count remains 2-2. And we've got time called. Vasquez hadn't looked towards home plate. He was ready to throw. He was keeping his eye back on second and then was ready to throw home, but before he threw, saw that time was called. 2-2. And that is low and away. Here's a throw to third that is going to get into... Did that get in the outfield? No, that was a great job by Williams to jump up there and keep that from going out into left field. The runner is safe at third. Again, if you're the Tigers, you're okay with that. You know, think you obviously just don't want to let multiple base runners start to get on and get the tension turned a little bit tighter. See if they can get the man at the plate here. 3-2. And a ground ball right back to the pitcher. Vasquez will take the sure out. The run scores. And Tigers will most certainly take that. And time going to be called. Vasquez, I don't know if he has to come out here. Did he reach his pitch limit or something? Or are they just going to talk things over? Huh. That may be it. Maybe he can't throw any more pitches, because otherwise, I mean, why would you pull him in this spot? Preston Eldred is going to come in, so yeah, I think I would imagine he didn't. Coach Winrow did not have a choice there. Once you get over a certain pitch count, you can't face another hitter. So the run does score. It's 6-4. But what an effort by Eric Vasquez. 6 2/3, 13 strikeouts. And in line for the win here. Valencia does have the heart of their order coming up, though. And we'll see what they're able to do. But Tigers just need one out, and they can finish out this game. As Eldred continues to warm up. And giving you an update on state tournament action. As the Mescalero Apache Lady Chiefs are advancing. The 11 seed knocks off the 6 seed Texaco. And what a turnaround. They lost by 30 to Texaco back in January. And to end up going on the road and beating them, that is spectacular for the Lady Chiefs. They should be super proud of their effort. They're going to get either Pecos or Jow. I would assume Pecos, as they're the 3 seed. I would be genuinely a little surprised if they ended up losing that game. That's the 3 seed. So Preston Eldred will try to close it out here. This is AC, 2 down, and just needs 1 out. Zaylen Zamora comes up. A couple of strikeouts and a walk today. Stolen base in there as well. He's 0 for 2. The righty Eldred, the righty Zamora. Here comes the pitch. And a ground ball foul at the third base line. And it's 0-1. Eldred did not have a particularly good outing on Saturday against Roswell. Came in with the Tigers up 12-3. And that was the thing where the Tigers gave up 7 runs. And you got to shake something like that off, and your next outing, come up with a good effort. 1-1 as it misses inside. And here is one hit to shallow right field. That's going to get down. It's a base hit. And the Tigers will give up a single. That was in no man's land, just hit right behind the bag at first. And so the tying run now comes to the plate for Valencia in Brady Heffler. He is 0 for 3. Strikeout, pop out. Certainly imagine that Valencia is going to be trying to steal bases here. As a breaking ball's in the dirt. And it's 1-0 here to Heffler. This is popped up. Should be all. And it is, as the Tigers are able to end it. Couldn't tell who replaced him over at, that was Stanger that replaced Eldred over there at first base. And Eldred comes in and earns the save. After giving up a single, he gets the pop out foul territory. And the Tigers are winners 6-4 on the Richardson Motor scoreboard and are now 4-0 on the season. They'll wrap up this round robin tournament with a game tomorrow at 4 o'clock against Nimi. We will take a commercial break and return. The Otero Federal Credit Union postgame show is coming up for you next. You're listening to Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230, 1019.
Remember, if something seems too good to be true, it often is. This is Emily from First National Bank. Trust your instincts and stay vigilant to online fraud. Protect yourself from becoming a victim. Think before you act. If you have concerns, contact your bank for further assistance.
First National Bank, member FDIC.
Card Suite Life provides 24/7 control right at your fingertips. This is AJ with First National Bank. Fraud prevention is priceless. Safeguard your card. Download the free app for a simple, secure way to manage your debit card activity.
First National Bank, member FDIC.
The Winner Circle has been outfitting champions for over 50 years in Otero County. Established in 1970 by our Gigi and Big John.
Let's show our school spirit. Whether you're a Tiger, Wildcat, Bear, or Chief, we can make t-shirts, sweatshirts, polos, and hats. And we do custom embroidery too. The Winner Circle does it all. Custom orders available for businesses, squadrons, and organizations like hats, polos, name tags, also trophies and awards.
Winner Circle, 1201 10th Street. Go Tiger! See you at the game!
Transform your home with Ochoa Stucco. Whether it's a fresh look or a durable finish, their expert team delivers quality and style. Say goodbye to bland exteriors and hello to stunning curb appeal. Ochoa Stucco, always a flawless finish. 442-6745.
If only life had a remote control, you could pause or rewind. Well, life doesn't always give you time to change the outcome, but prediabetes does. Take the 1-minute risk test today at doihaveprediabetes.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and its Prediabetes Awareness Partners.
It's daylight savings time. Spring forward and save with OFCU. For a limited time, Friday, March 7th through Tuesday, March 11th. Vehicle purchases and non-OFCU refinance vehicles as low as 4.99% APR with no payments for 90 days. Apply online, oterofcu.org. Limited time offer, purchases and non-OFCU refinances. All loans subject to credit approval. Other restrictions may apply. Not all will qualify. Federally insured by NCUA.
Your success is our success. We belong to you.
Ryan Richardson Motor Company wishes the Tigers an amazing winning season. May your efforts match your dreams. Buy, sell, or trade late model cars, trucks, and SUVs. Financing available. Stop by for a test drive and score an amazing deal with Ryan Richardson Motor Company. 318 South White Sands Boulevard or online at ryanrichardson.company. That's ryanrichardson.company.
Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230, 1019. The Alamogordo Tigers pick up the win as they improved to 4-0 on the season and get the 6-4 victory over the Valencia Jaguars. An impressive win for the Alamogordo Tigers. One more time before I jump into the stats for the Alamogordo Tigers. Congrats to the Mescalero Apache Lady Chiefs as they defeated Texaco, the 6th seed, in an upset on the road tonight in the Class 2A state tournament. 49-44 the final. Lourdes Sunderman had 16. Kay Ricina with 10. Skyland Johnny had 8. Bridget Blake had 7. Lady Chiefs advanced to the 2A quarters. Will play either number 3 Pecos or number 4 Jow on Tuesday at 8 a.m., and that will be at the Rio Rancho Event Center. So that'll be the matchup for the Lady Chiefs coming up on Tuesday. So congrats to Mescalero. Heck of a win for the Lady Chiefs, and certainly should be proud of their efforts. So again, they'll play in the 2A quarters in Rio Rancho Event Center, 8 a.m. on Tuesday against either number 3 Pecos or number 14 Jow, as they grab the victory there tonight. Tigers grab the victory here as well as they get the win over Valencia in a back and forth game. Ended up being a 2-1 lead for the Tigers after one. That came off a Kellen Wall 2 RBI triple. Cade Kiss had singled earlier in the inning, and then a walk by Eldred, and then Wall sent one out to right field up the line And Kiss was able to score. Eldred able to score from first. And that gave the Tigers a 2-1 lead. Nobody scored in the second inning. And the Jags would tie it up in the third inning on a Tiger error. Eastman had gotten on earlier in the inning on an error, and then eventually would score later on a, I believe it was a Tiger throwing error, ended up being. So that tied up at 2, and then Valencia would grab the lead in the fourth inning. That would come on a wild pitch. Xavier Martinez would score in the play. Tigers, though, would answer back in the home half of the inning. Preston Eldred would walk, and then Eric Vasquez would single in the run, and a infield single for him that made it a 4-3 ball game at that point. Tigers would take the lead in the home half of the fifth, and that was Ryan Macklin scoring on a throwing error from Valencia. Tigers would add on 2 very important insurance runs in the home half of the sixth inning. A double from Wall, a single from McGinnis would score him, and then a sac fly from Macklin would bring in McGinnis, and that put the Tigers up 6-3. The Jags were able to grab one in the top of the seventh. Bryce Henry led off with a single, and then Ansel Rosell was able to score on the ground out. Tigers took the out. Preston Eldred would come in 6 2/3 for Eric Vasquez. He struck out 13, gave up 4 runs, gave up, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hits on the evening, and overall had a really, really good effort for the Tigers tonight. And Eldred would get the pop out in foul territory as the Tigers get the win 6-4. We'll post full stats up on our Alamo Sports Facebook, but just real quickly, Cade Kiss was 2 for 3 with 2 singles, a run scored, and a walk, a stolen base as well. Billy Copeland went 2 for 4. He had a stolen base, a couple of singles. Preston Eldred, 2 walks, 2 runs scored, 0 for 1. Kellen Wall was 2 for 3 with a double, a triple, and 2 RBIs and a run scored. Aiden McGinnis was 1 for 3 with a single and an RBI and a run scored. Eric Vasquez was 1 for 2, single, a walk, an RBI. And Ryan Macklin was 0 for 1 with a walk, scored, a sac fly, and an RBI tonight. And as we mentioned, Vasquez, 13 strikeouts in the win. Give the save to Preston Eldred, and the Tigers are winners tonight, 6-4. Thanks for listening to the Otero Federal Credit Union postgame show. One more time, your final scores with girls basketball tonight. Big upset for Mescalero Apache as they knock off number 6 Texaco 49-44 in the Class 2A state tournament. Florida Sunderman 16 points for the Lady Chiefs, who will advance to play either Pecos or Jow on Tuesday at 8 a.m. at the Rio Rancho Event Center. The Tularosa girls, unfortunately, fell on the road tonight to Newcomb, 53-47. That's a huge turnaround, though. Again, they lost 40-15 earlier this season and really gave Newcomb a run for their money. Lady Cats had a great year. Congrats to them on a fantastic season. All right, we will say goodbye for tonight, and we'll be back here tomorrow, 4 o'clock first pitch. We hope to see you then as the Tigers take on the Nittany Colts and the final day of the Alamogordo Round Robin Tournament. It's a fun week of baseball. Looking forward to more of it. Hey, we're going to play our Tiger Athlete of the Week interview going out here. Cade Kiss of Tiger Baseball is our athlete for this week, so we'll hear from him, and we'll return with our next Tiger Sports broadcast tomorrow. Have a great night, everybody, and hope you keep it tuned here on Alamo Sports and Talk.
This is your Alamo Sports Tiger Athlete of the Week Spotlight, brought to you by the Winter Circle and Tularosa Communications. This week's athlete is Cade Kiss of Tiger Baseball. Really long, busy first day of baseball this past Saturday. Overall, how did you feel like you played? Were you happy with that first day?
Yeah, I felt pretty good. Pitching was great. Hitting was great as well. Putting the ball in play, that's all I care about.
Well, I mean, and hitting, from the hitting standpoint, to get a walk-off hit, I mean, that's every baseball player, I'm sure, dreams of that.